Welcome to the 2025 CDL Tanker Practice Test. This test has 60 questions to help you prepare for this test. Before we get started, don't forget to jumpstart that like button to keep this channel running. Now here is your CDL instructor to walk you through the questions.
Question 1. What is typically not restrained by baffles in liquid cargo tanks? A. Liquid sloshing. B. Surge movement. C. Lateral shifting. D. Temperature fluctuations. The correct answer is B. Surge movement. Baffles in liquid cargo tanks are designed to minimize the movement and sloshing of the liquid during transportation, reducing the risk of losing vehicle stability. However, they do not entirely prevent the movement of surge, which refers to the sudden forward or backward motion of the liquid cargo when the vehicle accelerates, decelerates, or makes sharp turns. Surge movement can still occur despite the presence of baffles, and it is essential for drivers to be aware of this phenomenon and adapt their driving techniques accordingly to maintain control over the tanker and ensure a safe transportation process. Question 2. What aspect should you inspect when loading the small tanks of a cargo tank equipped with bulkheads? A. Tire pressure. B. Fuel efficiency. C. Bulkhead integrity. D. Engine oil level. The correct answer is C. Bulkhead integrity. When loading the small tanks of a cargo tank that is equipped with bulkheads, it is essential to check the bulkhead integrity. Bulkheads are partitions or walls inside the tank that separate compartments. Ensuring their integrity is crucial to prevent any leakage or mixing of different cargoes. A compromised bulkhead could lead to contamination of the cargo, posing safety hazards and potentially violating regulations for transporting hazardous materials. Therefore, inspecting the condition of the bulkheads before loading is a critical safety measure to maintain the integrity of the cargo and ensure safe transportation. Question 3. What is one of the reasons that hauling liquids in tankers requires special care? A. Unpredictable. B. Elevated. C. Lowered. D. Stationary. The correct answer is B. Elevated. Hauling liquids in tankers demands special attention due to the elevated center of gravity that these vehicles possess. Liquid cargo, especially when transported in large quantities, can shift within the tanker's tank during transportation, leading to an elevated center of gravity. This raised center of gravity can make the tanker more susceptible to tipping or rolling over, especially during sharp turns or sudden maneuvers. Drivers of tanker trucks need to be cautious and employ proper driving techniques to counterbalance the elevated center of gravity and maintain stability while on the road. Question 4. What potential issues can result from side-to-side surge in a tanker truck? A. Improved vehicle stability during turns. B. Reduced wear and tear on tires. C. Increased braking efficiency. D. Loss of control and instability during transit. The correct answer is D. Loss of control and instability during transit. Side-to-side surge, also known as sloshing, refers to the movement of liquid cargo within a tanker truck's tank from one side to the other. This surge can cause a significant problem for the driver and the vehicle. When the liquid cargo sloshes from side to side, it can lead to a loss of control and instability of the tanker truck, especially during sudden maneuvers, turns, or braking. This unpredictable movement can shift the vehicle's center of gravity, making it challenging for the driver to maintain control, potentially resulting in accidents or rollovers. Therefore, Option D is the correct answer, as it accurately identifies the potential issues caused by side-to-side surge in a tanker truck. Question 5. What is a true statement regarding emergency steering in tankers? A. Tankers are exempt from emergency steering requirements. B. Tankers should never attempt emergency steering maneuvers. C. Tankers require additional distance to complete emergency steering maneuvers. D. Tankers are not equipped with emergency steering systems. The correct answer is C. tankers require additional distance to complete emergency steering maneuvers. In emergency situations, tankers face unique challenges due to their size and weight. When attempting emergency steering maneuvers, such as sudden lane changes or evasive actions, tankers require more distance to complete these maneuvers safely. This is primarily because the weight of the liquid cargo in the tanker can create a sloshing effect, causing the vehicle to behave differently compared to regular dry freight trucks. As a result, tanker drivers must exercise extra caution and allow for more space when attempting emergency steering to avoid accidents and maintain control over their vehicle. Question 6. Federal regulations state that a driver cannot operate a CMV, commercial motor vehicle, until satisfied that it is in good working order. What are some of the items that are not officially inspected prior to operating a tank vehicle? A. Paper logs, cell phone battery levels, radio transmission quality, sleeper berth area, bunk heater. B. Parking brake, steering mechanism, lighting devices and reflectors, mirrors, coupling devices, wheels and rims, hoses, emergency equipment, and frame of the tank vehicle. C. Wheels and rims, flares, engine oil levels, doors, transmission controls, gaskets and seals. D. Windshield wiper fluid, windshield and wipers, properly charged and rated fire extinguisher, warning lights and buzzers. The correct answer is A. Paper logs, cell phone battery levels, radio transmission quality, sleeper berth area, bunk heater, cell phone battery levels, and radio transmission quality are not items that are checked during an official pre-trip inspection. Question 7. While inspecting a tank vehicle hauling hazardous materials, it is also important to ensure that A. Vents are covered to prevent vapors from escaping. B. Vents are closed while being inspected. C. Vents are removed after inspection. D. Vents are clear so that they work correctly. The correct answer is D. Vents are clear so that they work correctly. If the vents are clogged and filled with debris, the venting system may not work properly, causing a backup of harmful fumes and vapors. Question 8. What cargo is commonly transported using a smoothbore tanker? A. Hazardous chemicals. B. Construction materials. C. Milk or food products. D. Heavy machinery. The correct answer is C. Milk or food products. Smoothbore tankers are frequently employed for transporting liquids like milk and various food products due to their internal design, which minimizes liquid surge and ensures safe delivery of these sensitive cargoes. Question 9. On all tank vehicles, the most important item to check for is A. Missing hoses. B. To ensure that the vehicle is properly placarded. C. Tire pressure. D. Leaks. The correct answer is D. Leaks. Driving a tank vehicle with leaks can have extreme consequences. Fines can be imposed as a result. Question 10. What is the reason for maintaining adequate outage in a tanker truck? To increase cargo capacity. B. To improve vehicle fuel efficiency. C. To reduce the chance of leaks due to liquid expansion. D. To enhance braking performance. The correct answer is C. To reduce the chance of leaks due to liquid expansion. Allowing space for liquid expansion within the tanker helps prevent overpressure and potential leaks, ensuring safe and compliant transportation of liquids. Question 11. Tank vehicles must be properly and thoroughly inspected. Carrying liquids or gases in a leaking tank is A. A leading cause of accidents on public roadways. B. Not encouraged. C. Punishable by a suspended license. D. A crime. Punishable by citations and out-of-service violations. The correct answer is D. A crime. Punishable by citations and out-of-service violations. Tanks that show signs of leaks during an inspection must be rendered out of service until it has been repaired. Carrying liquids or gases in a leaking tank is a crime. If caught, the driver will be cited and prevented from driving further. The driver and their company may also be liable for the cleanup of any spill. Question 12. Never load a cargo tank totally full. Liquids expand as they warm, and you must leave room for the expanding liquid. This is called A. Density, B. Outage, C. Vapor escape, D. Surge. The correct answer is B. Outage. Various liquids expand by different amounts, and thus require different amounts of outage. The driver and person responsible for loading the tank vehicle must know the outage requirement for the cargo being handled. Question 13. It is important to brake far in advance of a stop and increase your following distance to A. Control outage, B. Prevent skids, C. Control surge, D. Prevent rollover. The correct answer is C. Control surge. Stopping suddenly can create a tremendous amount of surge and result in an accident. Brake early when preparing to stop and increase following distance to allow for enough space to safely bring the vehicle to a complete stop. Question 14. If a tank vehicle has the following special purpose equipment, ensure that it works. A. Vapor recovery kits, grounding and bonding cables, emergency shutoff systems, built-in fire extinguisher. B. Valve release kits, grounding and bonding cables, emergency generator, built-in batteries. C. Grounding and bonding cables, emergency phone system, built-in mount socket. D. Optic socket, Scully groundhog system, emergency shut-on system. The correct answer is A. Vapor recovery kits, grounding and bonding cables, emergency shutoff systems, built-in fire extinguisher, vapor recovery kits, grounding and bonding cables, emergency shutoff systems, and built-in fire extinguishers are some very important, life-saving, and special purpose equipment in which the driver of a tank vehicle must be familiar with. It is extremely important to be sure that they are in good working order. Question 15. When doing an inspection on a tank vehicle, be sure to check pipes, connections, and hoses for leaks, especially around A. Gaskets, B. Manhole covers, C. Joints, D. Vents. The correct answer is C. Joints. Joints are usually where two types of material are joined together and are usually a source of leaks. These areas must be checked extremely well during the inspection of a tank vehicle. Question 16. Prior to driving a tank vehicle with Class 1 hazmat liquid or gas, placards must be A. Properly secured to the left, front, right, and back sides of the vehicle. B. Properly secured to both sides of the vehicle only. C. Not needed if hauling less than 30,000 gallons of hazmat. D. Properly secured to the back with the shipping papers and emergency response guide in the driver's side door. The correct answer is A. Properly secured to the left, front, right, and back sides of the vehicle. A placarded vehicle must have at least 4 identical placards. They are put on the front, rear, and both sides of the vehicle. Question 17. When loading or unloading hazardous materials in a tank vehicle, smoking is allowed. A. Once vents and manholes are closed. B. In cab of truck. C. Depending on type of cargo. D. Never. The correct answer is D. Never. No smoking. When loading or unloading hazardous materials, keep fire away and do not allow people to smoke nearby. Never smoke around. Class 1, explosives. Class 2.1, flammable gas. Class 3, flammable liquids. Class 4, flammable solids. Class 5, oxidizers. Question 18. For what purpose is a liquid tank trailer without baffles most commonly used? A. Transporting hazardous materials. B. Carrying multiple types of liquid cargo. C. Hauling non-hazardous and stable liquids. D. Distributing liquid cargo to smaller containers. The correct answer is C. Hauling non-hazardous and stable liquids. A liquid tank trailer without baffles is most often used for hauling non-hazardous and stable liquids. Baffles are partitions or barriers inside the tank that help control liquid movement and sloshing during transportation. Tank trailers without baffles are suitable for transporting liquids that do not require the extra stability provided by baffles, as these liquids are relatively stable and do not shift significantly during transit. Such tank trailers are commonly used for carrying non-hazardous liquids like water, milk, or certain food-grade liquids, where the risk of cargo sloshing is minimal. For transporting hazardous materials or liquids that are prone to sloshing, tank trailers equipped with baffles are preferred to enhance safety and stability during transit. Question 19. In which direction is the movement of surge typically not restricted by baffled tanks? A. Front to back. B. Up and down. C. Side to side. D. Left to right. The correct answer is C. Side to side. While baffled tanks are effective in controlling front-to-back surge, they may still allow some movement of liquid from side to side within the compartments, which is important to consider for safe handling during transport. Question 20. What essential precautions should be taken before loading, unloading, or driving a tanker? A. Inspecting the engine for leaks or malfunctions. B. Checking the tire pressure and tread depth. C. Reviewing the hazardous materials transportation regulations. D. Ensuring the tanker's stability by adjusting the load distribution. The correct answer is D. Ensuring the tanker's stability by adjusting the load distribution. Before loading, unloading, or driving a tanker, it is crucial to ensure the tanker's stability by adjusting the load distribution properly. Tankers are susceptible to potential hazards, such as liquid sloshing, if the cargo is not loaded and distributed correctly. Uneven or poorly balanced loads can lead to an elevated center of gravity, increasing the risk of rollovers and loss of control during transportation. Therefore, drivers must take the necessary measures to evenly distribute the load within the tanker to maintain its stability. This precautionary step contributes to safer and more controlled driving, reducing the chances of accidents and ensuring the safe transportation of liquid cargo. Question 21. While driving on a clear night, when you must dim your headlights from high to low, what should you do regarding your speed to ensure safety? A. Within a reasonable distance. B. Within the posted speed limit. C. Within the distance you can see ahead. D. Within the range of your low beams. The correct answer is C. Within the distance you can see ahead. When you dim your headlights from high to low on a clear night, it is crucial to adjust your speed so that you can stop your vehicle within the distance you can see ahead. Dimming the headlights reduces the range of visibility compared to using high beams. As a responsible driver, you should always drive at a speed that allows you to come to a complete stop within the distance illuminated by your low beams. This precautionary measure helps to ensure that you have enough time to react to any potential hazards, such as pedestrians, obstacles, or other vehicles that may suddenly appear within your visible range. By driving at a speed that matches your visibility, you enhance your ability to avoid collisions and promote safer driving practices at night. Question 22. What is the term used for the partitions with perforations found inside tankers? A. Bulkheads. B. Enclosures. C. Separators. D. Baffles. The correct answer is D. Baffles. These partitions, known as baffles, have holes that allow controlled liquid flow between compartments, helping to reduce liquid surge and enhance the stability of the tanker during transportation. Question 23. There are blank rules for cargo tanks transporting propane and anhydrous ammonia. A. Special Attendance. B. Non-applicable. C. Non-exempt. D. Exempt. The correct answer is A. Special Attendance. There are special attendance rules for loading cargo tanks transporting propane and anhydrous ammonia. At least one attendant familiar with the installation must remain in attendance at the controls necessary to stop the transfer operation. This attendant should be considered familiar with the installation only after he has been provided with a set of operating instructions for the unloading operation and has been instructed through a minimum of 3 full cycles of operation. Question 24. What is the most critical item to inspect on all tank vehicles? A. Tire condition and tread depth. B. Brake system functionality. C. Proper functioning of the lighting system. D. The presence of liquid cargo inside the tank. The correct answer is B. Brake system functionality. The most crucial item to check on all tank vehicles is the brake system functionality. Tank vehicles are used to transport liquids, and they can be quite heavy, making effective brakes essential for safe operation. Ensuring that the brake system is in excellent working condition is crucial to maintaining control, stopping power, and preventing accidents. Drivers should regularly inspect the brake components, including brake pads, rotors, and brake fluid levels, to identify any issues or signs of wear. Properly functioning brakes are critical for a tanker's safety, as they contribute to better maneuverability, shorter stopping distances, and overall road safety during transportation. Question 25. When should you exercise heightened caution while operating a smooth bore tanker? A. During clear weather conditions. B. While maintaining a constant speed. C. When navigating sharp turns. D. When starting and stopping. The correct answer is D. When starting and stopping. Smooth bore tankers lack internal baffles, making them susceptible to liquid surge, especially during acceleration and deceleration, which calls for careful driving techniques to ensure stability and control. Question 26. What situation requires special caution when driving a smooth bore tanker combination? A. When navigating through tight curves. B. When carrying hazardous materials. C. When operating in clear weather conditions. D. When driving on straight and wide roads. The correct answer is A. When navigating through tight curves. When driving a smooth bore tanker combination, it is crucial to exercise extra caution when navigating through tight curves. Smooth bore tankers do not have internal baffles, which can lead to increased liquid sloshing and cargo shifting during turns. This lack of stabilization makes the tanker more susceptible to rollovers and loss of control, especially when taking sharp curves at higher speeds. Drivers should be particularly vigilant and reduce their speed appropriately before entering curves to avoid excessive liquid movement inside the tank. By doing so, they can maintain better control over the vehicle and reduce the risk of accidents related to liquid sloshing, ensuring a safer and smoother transportation experience. Question 27. While inspecting a tank vehicle, it is important to check manhole covers by ensuring that they have gaskets and can close correctly. If not, A. Vents will not work. B. The vehicle will not be grounded. C. Hot air can escape. D. Leaks can occur. The correct answer is D. Leaks can occur. Manhole covers on tank vehicles have gaskets to prevent leaks if the vehicle were to roll over in an accident or when the vehicle bounces while driving. Question 28. What factor contributes to the difficulty in handling a bulk liquid tanker? A. Excessive cargo weight. B. Limited storage capacity. C. High fuel consumption. D. Liquid sloshing during transportation. The correct answer is D. Liquid sloshing during transportation. Liquid sloshing during transportation is what makes a bulk liquid tanker hard to handle. Bulk liquid tankers are designed to transport large quantities of liquid cargo, and the movement of the liquid inside the tank can lead to unstable handling characteristics. As the vehicle accelerates, decelerates, or takes turns, the liquid cargo may shift from side to side or forward and backward, affecting the tanker's stability. This liquid sloshing can make the tanker more challenging to control, potentially resulting in increased stopping distances, reduced steering responsiveness, and the risk of rollovers if not managed properly. Drivers of bulk liquid tankers need to be highly skilled and exercise caution to ensure safe handling and prevent any accidents related to liquid sloshing. Question 29. What is the meaning of high center of gravity? A. The higher the vehicle, the lower the center of gravity. B. The lower the vehicle, the higher the center of gravity. C. Tank vehicles do not have a high center of gravity. D. Much of the load's weight is carried high up off the road. The correct answer is D. Much of the load's weight is carried high up off the road. High center of gravity means that most of the vehicle's weight is carried high off the road. As a result, rollover is especially easy if the vehicle is not maneuvered correctly. Question 30. When driving bore tanks, what situation requires you to be exceptionally cautious? A. Transporting flammable materials. B. Traveling on a straight road. C. Navigating through a curve. D. Operating in inclement weather. The correct answer is A. Transporting flammable materials. When driving bore tanks, it is crucial to exercise extreme caution, especially when transporting flammable materials. Bore tanks are specialized containers used to transport hazardous liquids, including flammable substances. The nature of these materials presents a significant safety risk, as any mishap or accident could lead to a fire or explosion, posing a danger to both the driver and others on the road. Drivers must strictly adhere to safety protocols, maintain appropriate speeds, and handle the vehicle with care to prevent any incidents. Proper training, knowledge of the materials being transported, and compliance with relevant regulations are essential to ensure the safe operation of bore tanks while transporting flammable liquids. Question 31. Before loading or unloading a tank vehicle hauling hazmat, A. Release parking brake. B. Set parking brake. C. Close the manholes. D. Close all of the internal safety valves. The correct answer is B. Set parking brake. It is important to set the parking brake of a tank vehicle hauling hazardous material to prevent it from moving and causing a spill. Question 32. If a CLP, Commercial Learners Permit, is issued with a tanker N endorsement, what restriction must it also contain? A. P. No passengers. B. X. No cargo in a CMV tank. C. S. No hazmat in cargo tank. D. W. No water in cargo tank. The correct answer is B. X. No cargo in a CMV tank. Commercial Learners Permit holders are forbidden to haul cargo in a CMV tank. Question 33. Commercial Learners Permit holders are forbidden to haul cargo in a CMV tank. A. Vaporous seals. B. Cargo partitions. C. Dry bulk barriers. D. Intermodal connections. The correct answer is B. Cargo partitions. Liquid-tight separations between compartments inside tanks are commonly referred to as cargo partitions. These partitions serve as barriers that prevent the liquids from one compartment from mixing with the contents of other compartments during transportation. By keeping the cargo separate, cargo partitions ensure the integrity and safety of the tanker's load. This is particularly important when transporting different types of liquids or hazardous materials, as it helps avoid contamination and maintains the stability and balance of the tanker during transit. Properly designed and maintained cargo partitions are essential for the safe and efficient transport of liquid cargo in tankers. Question 34. The first step in doing a pre-trip inspection of a tank vehicle is to A. Check for faulty lights. B. Check the tires for correct pressure. C. Make sure a fire extinguisher is available. D. Review and sign off on the previous daily inspection report. The correct answer is D. Review and sign off on the previous daily inspection report. The previous driver of the tank vehicle should have done a post-trip inspection prior to going off duty. Reviewing and signing the previous daily inspection report is the first step in identifying any known issues with the equipment. Question 35. On all tank vehicles, the most important item to check for is A. Missing hoses, B. To ensure that the vehicle is properly placarded, C. Tire pressure, D. Leaks. The correct answer is D. Leaks. Driving a tank vehicle with leaks can have extreme consequences. Fines can be imposed as a result. Question 36. Prior to having a non-hazmat tank vehicle loaded at a shipper, be sure that A. The tank has been cleaned, gaskets and seals are in place, and that there are no dents or leaks. B. Manhole covers are tightly closed during top loading. C. The vehicle's engine is running to warm the tanks. D. Compartment valves are opened when loading into a compartmentalized tank. The correct answer is A. The tank has been cleaned, gaskets and seals are in place, and that there are no dents or leaks. Another important time to inspect a tank vehicle is prior to loading. Most shippers require a clean tank with a wash receipt. Gaskets and seals must be in place for safety reasons. There must be no signs of leaks. Question 37. What is one of the reasons that hauling liquids in tank vehicles demands special care? A. Increased fuel consumption. B. Higher maintenance costs. C. Reduced braking efficiency. D. Shifting liquid cargo. The correct answer is D. Shifting liquid cargo. Hauling liquids in tank vehicles necessitates special care for two primary reasons. One of these reasons is the shifting liquid cargo. Unlike solid cargo, liquids can move within the tank during transportation, leading to potential instability and changes in the vehicle's center of gravity. This shifting can adversely affect the handling and balance of the tanker, increasing the risk of accidents and rollovers. Drivers must take precautions to ensure proper load distribution and secure the liquid cargo adequately to prevent dangerous movements inside the tank while on the road. Question 38. What must appear on cargo tanks hauling hazardous material? A. A cage surrounding the tanker. B. 6-inch placards on 4 sides of tank. C. 4-digit identification numbers. D. 6-digit identification numbers. The correct answer is C. 4-digit identification numbers. Cargo tanks and other bulk packaging must display the identification number of their contents on placards or orange panels. Question 39. What can result in a tank truck rolling sideways? A. Overloading the tank truck with cargo. B. Driving at high speeds on steep inclines. C. Improperly securing the tank's cap. D. Liquid movement inside the bulk tank. The correct answer is D. Liquid movement inside the bulk tank. The movement of liquid inside the bulk tank can lead to a tank truck rolling sideways. Tank trucks are designed to transport large quantities of liquid cargo, and this liquid cargo can shift and slosh during transportation. If the liquid cargo's movement is not properly controlled, it can cause an imbalance in the vehicle's weight distribution, raising the risk of rollovers or loss of control. Drivers must be cautious when operating tank trucks and maintain appropriate speeds, especially on curves or uneven terrain, to prevent excessive liquid movement inside the bulk tank. Adequate load securing practices and careful driving contribute to minimizing the effects of liquid movement and ensuring the stability and safety of the tank truck during transportation. Question 40. What can you anticipate about the road handling of a truck equipped with a cargo tank containing baffles? A. There will be less front-to-back surge than there is in a tanker without baffles. B. It will require higher fuel consumption. C. It will be difficult to steer. D. It will have reduced cargo capacity. The correct answer is A. There will be less front-to-back surge than there is in a tanker without baffles. The presence of baffles in a cargo tank helps control the forward and backward surge of liquids, resulting in improved stability and reduced sloshing compared to a tanker without baffles. This aids in maintaining better control over the vehicle during transit. Question 41. Hauling liquids in tanks requires special skills because of the blank and blank. A. Outage and high potential for valve leaks. B. High center of gravity and liquid movement. C. Weight of dense liquids and stopping distance requirements. D. Danger of surge and low center of gravity. The correct answer is A. Outage and high potential for valve leaks. Hauling liquids in tanks requires special skills because of the high center of gravity and liquid movement. High center of gravity means that much of the load's weight is carried high up off the road. This makes the vehicle top-heavy and easy to roll over. Liquid tankers are especially easy to roll over due to surges. Question 42. What type of surge can occur in a tank with baffles when transporting liquid? A. Rolling surge. B. Vapor surge. C. Crosswind surge. D. Sloshing surge. The correct answer is D. Sloshing surge. When transporting liquid in a tank equipped with baffles, the surge that can occur is known as sloshing surge. Baffles are partitions or barriers inside the tank designed to minimize the movement of liquid cargo during transportation. However, some degree of movement is still possible, especially during acceleration, deceleration, or sudden turns. This movement of the liquid is referred to as sloshing surge. Properly designed baffles help to reduce the intensity of sloshing, ensuring better vehicle stability and preventing excessive shifting of the liquid cargo. Drivers must be aware of sloshing surge's potential impact on the vehicle's handling and adjust their driving accordingly to ensure safe transportation. Question 43. What is a critical condition that should always be avoided when driving a tank vehicle? A. Insufficient tire tread depth. B. An empty cargo tank. C. A faulty radio communication system. D. An unstable load. The correct answer is D. An unstable load. Never drive a tank vehicle with an unstable load. Ensuring that the load inside the tank is stable and properly secured is essential for safe transportation. An unstable load can lead to cargo shifting, causing the vehicle's center of gravity to change and increasing the risk of rollovers or loss of control. Drivers must be vigilant in inspecting and adjusting the load distribution to maintain the tank vehicle's stability and prevent hazardous situations on the road. Adequate load securing practices, such as using proper tie-downs and load restraints, are necessary to minimize the movement of the cargo and ensure a safe journey. Question 44. The oil pressure level of a tank vehicle while idling should be A. 30 to 50 psi, B. 0 to 15 psi, C. 5 to 20 psi, D. 60 to 75 psi. The correct answer is C. 5 to 20 psi. While idling a CMV, the normal oil pressure range should be between 5 to 20 psi. If readings are low, dropping, or fluctuating, have a maintenance check performed immediately. Without oil, the engine can be rapidly destroyed. Question 45. The engine of a tank vehicle must be turned off before A. Inspection by a DOT, Department of Transportation officer. B. Pre-trip inspection. C. Post-trip inspection. D. Loading and unloading. The correct answer is D. Loading and unloading. Most tank vehicles haul flammable and combustible materials. It is important to ensure that the engine is turned off prior to loading and unloading for safety reasons. Question 46. What can you anticipate regarding the handling of your cargo tank when it's equipped with baffles? A. There will be less front-to-back surge than there is in tanks without baffles. B. It will reduce the overall cargo capacity. C. It will require more frequent maintenance. D. It will be more difficult to steer. The correct answer is A. There will be less front-to-back surge than there is in tanks without baffles. Baffles in a cargo tank help minimize the movement of liquid cargo, resulting in reduced forward and backward surge compared to tanks without baffles. This contributes to better vehicle stability and control during transit. Question 47. While driving on a clear night, you need to switch your headlights from high to low. What distance should you ensure you can stop within? A. The distance you can see ahead of your vehicle. B. The distance illuminated by your low beam headlights. C. The distance of 2 car lengths in front of your vehicle. D. The distance of half a football field. The correct answer is B. The distance illuminated by your low beam headlights. When you are driving at night and switch your headlights from high to low beam, it is crucial to adjust your speed so you can stop within the distance illuminated by your low beam headlights. Low beam headlights have a shorter range compared to high beam headlights and offer better visibility of the road immediately ahead. It is essential to maintain a safe and controlled driving speed within the range of your low beam headlights, allowing you to stop promptly in case of any obstacles or hazards ahead. Question 48. In the scenario where a bulk tank vehicle is coming to a stop at an intersection with a slippery surface, what is a potential concern? A. The truck may accelerate unexpectedly. B. The liquid movement could push the truck into the intersection. C. The tires will gain better traction. D. The liquid cargo might freeze. The correct answer is B. The liquid movement could push the truck into the intersection. On a slippery surface, the movement of liquid inside the tank as the vehicle comes to a stop could create a force that pushes the truck forward. This highlights the importance of adjusting your braking distance and being cautious to prevent the vehicle from entering the intersection unintentionally. Question 49. What are separations called between compartments inside tanks that have openings or holes in them? A. Barriers. B. Partitions. C. Insulations. D. Enclosures. The correct answer is B. Partitions. Separations between compartments inside tanks that have openings or holes in them are called partitions. These partitions are used to prevent the contents of one compartment from flowing into another, ensuring the safety and integrity of the tanker's cargo during transportation. They help maintain the stability and balance of the tanker by keeping the liquids from sloshing around excessively. Question 50. Some liquid tanks are divided into several smaller tanks by A. Surges, B. Baffles, C. Bulkheads, D. Smooth bore tanks. The correct answer is C. Bulkheads. Some liquid tanks are divided into several smaller tanks by bulkheads, which create smaller tanks within the tank vehicle. Question 51. What is a smooth bore tank? A. Tankers with smooth manhole covers for easy access. B. Baffled tanks that have smooth openings for easier cleaning. C. Tankers that are smooth on the outside. D. An unbaffled liquid tanker. The correct answer is D. An unbaffled liquid tanker. Another name for smoothbore tank is unbaffled tank. This means that there is nothing inside the tank, such as bulkheads or baffles, to slow down the movement of liquid. Surges in these tanks can be extremely strong. Question 52. What makes hauling liquids in tankers demand special care due to one reason being the blank center of gravity? A. Lowered. B. Elevated. C. Stable. D. Variable. The correct answer is B. Elevated. Hauling liquids in tankers requires special care due to the elevated center of gravity. Liquids have a fluid nature, causing them to shift and slosh within the tanker during transportation. As a result, the center of gravity of the tanker tends to be higher compared to hauling solid cargo. This elevated center of gravity makes the tanker more susceptible to instability and rollovers, especially during sharp turns or sudden maneuvers. Drivers need to be cautious and adjust their driving techniques to account for the elevated center of gravity to ensure safe and stable transportation of liquid cargo. Question 53. What should you do in the event of an emergency that requires you to stop your tanker or face a collision? A. Apply the brakes firmly and come to a sudden stop. B. Swerve sharply to avoid the collision. C. Maintain control and steer the vehicle off the road. D. Gradually reduce speed and safely pull off the road if possible. The correct answer is D. Gradually reduce speed and safely pull off the road if possible. In the event of an emergency that necessitates stopping the tanker or facing a collision, the best course of action is to avoid sudden aggressive maneuvers. Applying the brakes firmly and coming to an abrupt stop or swerving sharply can be dangerous, especially when transporting liquids in a tanker, as it could lead to loss of control and potential rollover hazards. Instead, the driver should maintain control of the vehicle and gradually reduce speed, if possible. The goal is to safely pull off the road, if conditions allow, and minimize the risk of a collision with other vehicles or obstacles. Staying calm and composed during emergencies is crucial for ensuring the safety of both the driver and others on the road. Question 54. What must appear on cargo tanks hauling hazardous material? A. A cage surrounding the tanker. B. 6-inch placards on 4 sides of tank. C. 4-digit identification numbers. D. 6-digit identification numbers. The correct answer is C. 4-digit identification numbers. Cargo tanks and other bulk packaging must display the identification number of their contents on placards or orange panels. Question 55. What is the term used to describe trucks that have no cargo or load? A. Vacant vehicles. B. Hollow carriers. C. Idle transports. D. Empty trucks. The correct answer is D. Empty trucks. Empty trucks is the term used to describe trucks that are not carrying any cargo or load. These trucks have no freight or materials on board, and they are in transit without any weight in their trailers or containers. Empty trucks are commonly seen when drivers are returning from a delivery or heading to a pickup location to load their cargo. It is essential for drivers to consider the difference in handling and braking characteristics between loaded and empty trucks, as the absence of weight can affect the vehicle's stability and stopping distance. Adjusting driving techniques and maintaining appropriate speeds are necessary when operating empty trucks to ensure safe transportation on the road. Question 56. What feature do baffled liquid tanks typically possess? A. Specially designed caps for easy filling. B. Reinforced corners for added strength. C. Multiple compartments to prevent liquid sloshing. D. Built-in heating systems for temperature control. The correct answer is C. Multiple compartments to prevent liquid sloshing. Baffled liquid tanks are equipped with bulkheads that create multiple compartments within the tank. These bulkheads act as barriers to limit the movement and sloshing of the liquid cargo during transportation. By dividing the tank into smaller compartments, baffles help distribute the weight of the liquid more evenly, reducing the likelihood of the cargo shifting and destabilizing the vehicle. This feature is especially important for maintaining stability and control while driving a tanker with liquid cargo, as it helps prevent excessive movement that could lead to hazardous situations, such as rollovers or loss of control. Question 57. Why does hauling tank vehicles demand specialized skills? A. The cargo is perishable. B. The center of gravity is higher. C. The routes are longer. D. The vehicles are wider. The correct answer is B. The center of gravity is higher. Hauling tank vehicles requires unique expertise due to the fact that the liquid cargo's movement within the tank can lead to a higher center of gravity, making the vehicle more prone to instability and tipping. Skilled driving techniques are necessary to mitigate these risks and ensure safe transportation. Question: 58 cargo tanks and other bulk packaging display the identification number of their contents on placards or blank that are the same size as placards. A. Red square-on-point displays or green panels. B. Blue panels or white square-on-point displays. C. Orange panels or white square-on-point displays. D. Green panels or yellow square-on-point displays. The correct answer is C. Orange panels or white square-on-point displays. Cargo tanks and other bulk packaging display the identification number of their contents on placards or orange panels or white square-on-point displays that are the same size as placards. No other color options are acceptable. Question 59. When calculating the appropriate amount of liquid to load into a tank, what factors must be taken into account? A. Current traffic conditions. B. Driver's preference for speed. C. Weight of the liquid. D. Exterior temperature. The correct answer is C. Weight of the liquid. When deciding the quantity of liquid to load into a tank, considering the weight of the liquid is crucial to ensure that the loaded weight falls within legal limits and maintains vehicle stability, thus promoting safe driving conditions. Question 60. On all tank vehicles, the most important item to check for is A. Missing hoses. B. To ensure that the vehicle is properly placarded. C. Tire pressure. D. Leaks. The correct answer is D. Leaks. Driving a tank vehicle with leaks can have extreme consequences. Fines can be imposed as a result.
Hope you enjoyed this video. If you still need more practice, then check out these videos or click the first link in the description to get your cheat sheet, which will help you pass your CDL exam on your first try.